Thank you. Just so you know, Lorraine already knows, Karen is not able to attend today. As of last week, Anna was going to join us, so hopefully she'll join us in the next couple of minutes. So Gloria, tell her, how was your vacation and your trip? Did it all go well?
It was amazing, amazing. It had several pretty glitches. We missed our connecting flight. They lost my luggage in Heathrow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was awful. And so we get to Venice and Heathrow promises that the luggage will be delivered to the hotel. And by the time we were ready to leave the hotel and board the ship, my luggage was not there. So we boarded the ship and I had a backpack. So I had, like a second pair of jeans and whatever. And the ship gave me a nightshirt and a toothbrush and toothpaste.
Oh, God.
So not that night, but then the following night, actually closer to the morning, was probably like 4 o'clock in the morning. I heard some kind of commotion outside the door to our room, and I get up and I look, and my luggage was there. So
Wow.
Wherever it was, they actually followed the ship, and when the ship was in whatever port it was in, they delivered the luggage. But it's
Now,
a
were
lesson.
were you the only one that lost luggage, or was there other people too?
So when we were in Heathrow, I was not the only one. You should have seen the line of people waiting to speak to the one gentleman who was handling all of that. And it was really, really frustrating. And it was a little disconcerting because of that, we lost about 4 or 5 hours in Venice that my brother-in-law had planned. But then after that, it was, I'll tell you all about it when I see you. I still don't have pictures because my phone broke.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my sister and her husband took pictures, but since we've been back, both Marge and Bill have had COVID.
Oh,
and then
no.
when they got over COVID, then they both came down with strep. So I said to Norman, I really can't say, when am I going to get those pictures?
I know. Oh, my God.
Wow,
Wow.
that's a horrible homecoming.
Oh, jeez.
I know. So
So
anyway,
overall, did you have a good time?
we had a wonderful time.
Good.
I can't believe we saw as much as we saw. Rome and the Vatican I have no words. It was pretty, I thought it was pretty emotional to be there, actually, so blessings all around, guys. Blessings all around.
I can't wait to sit down with you, Gloria, and really talk about it.
Absolutely.
Oh, I can't wait.
No, Gloria, it's funny you mentioned the Vatican because we went to Barcelona like 5 or 6 years ago. And the one thing my wife wanted to do, and we did, was go to the Vatican. All I can remember, how like they're famous for the ceilings. So I'm walking around taking pictures of the ceiling. That's all I remember. I'd like to go back and just look around casually without taking pictures, just to really look at it,
They don't let you take pictures in the Sistine Chapel, that's for certain. So out in the outer halls, but it's incredible. It's incredible.
Well, I'm glad you had a great time.
Thank you.
You're going to have to give me some pointers, Gloria, because my trip to France is April 2nd.
Whoa.
So you're going to have to give me pointers on packing.
I got 100 of them.
Yeah, because I've been there, but it was a long time ago. So, yeah.
So did you have, when I was gone, you had a meeting in October, or did you not?
No, we didn't have that meeting in October.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't miss anything.
You missed nothing. You missed
nothing.
So we're going to approve the meeting minutes from September 26th. I have dyslexia, I guess. September 26th. Did everyone get a chance to look at them?
Yes.
So approval.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Gloria. Lorraine,
can I second my own minutes, or can I second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I can.
They are approved. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Good. Lorraine did the outlines for the meeting today, so thank you, Lorraine.
Mhm.
Very appreciated. Bridgewater Disability Commission statement. Approve as follows. The Bridgewater Disability Commission addresses issues affecting people with disabilities in the town of Bridgewater. The commission provides input on accessibility to town facilities and properties. It also assists the town in complying with the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA. So comments, questions?
No, it sounds precise. It's good. It's precise.
So,
Yes, I think in our September discussion, we did go over it, but I just wanted to kind of finalize it and put it on record that that would be our mission statement.
Mhm,
Good.
mhm.
that
So,
being said, I just wanted to read you quickly. Karen did homework. And unfortunately, Karen wasn't able to attend today, but I made copies of a couple other mission statements just as a source of comparison. So the first one I'm going to read is from Salem, Mass. And what it says is the Salem Commission on Disabilities is committed to working hard to make Salem's community a better place to work and live for people with disabilities. As one of the finest tourist cities in the world, the Commission's goal is to strive to make Salem a more accessible place to live, work, and visit for people living with all kinds of disabilities. So that was kind of geared to a vacation or a destination spot.
Mm, mm.
Now, another one I have is Westboro, which is a little bit longer. It's a paragraph. The Disability Commission, established in 2021, is a 7-member volunteer board appointed by the town manager with concurrence of the select board to advocate for an inclusive community for all residents. The mission of the Disability Commission is to collaborate with community leaders, town officials, residents, businesses, and organizations to promote awareness and full participation of people with disabilities in the town. Town works with the town of Westboro to ensure compliance with state and federal regulations regarding people with disabilities. And then I'll go back to ours again. The Bridgewater Disability Commission addresses issues affecting people with disabilities in the town of Bridgewater. The commission provides input on accessibility to town facilities and properties. It also assists the town in complying with the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA. So hearing a couple of other examples and ours again, does everyone, which is the three of us, feel good about it?
I think ours is good because it also makes people aware of what we do and how they can contact us and what we can help them with. So I think it's
Okay.
pretty clear.
Okay, good.
yes,
Lorraine?
and I think our discussion was at our last meeting in September that we wanted to, most mission statements are short and very concise.
Okay,
Right.
Then you get into it with your goals and, everything else. We just wanted something. So I think we were in agreement that that would be, what we would want to have for Bridgewater. So.
David, does it seem all right to you?
no, it does. I just wanted to re-verify with you guys, listening to a couple others. I mean, Salem's wasn't very long, and it was really kind of geared to a town where people come in to celebrate Halloween or whatever they do in Salem. We don't have that in Bridgewater, so it's good. The only I'm looking at it again. This is just a grammar thing. Did I copy it wrong, Lorraine? After the first sentence, disabilities in the town of Bridgewater, and then I have a comma. Should that be a period there if we're gonna post it?
Yes, that's a period. Are you saying
Okay.
the Disability Commission addresses issues affecting people with disabilities in the town of Bridgewater, period? The commission provides on accessibility to town facilities and properties, period.
Period.
It also
Okay.
assists the town in complying with the American with Disabilities Act, ADA, period.
Period.
And
So
I
okay.
believe with Karen's research, she was researching college communities too. Those
You know
were
what? Yeah,
college communities.
I'm
I
having
believe that's why she did the research.
a hard time hearing you
Do you
all of a
remember
sudden.
that? She said she.
Yeah, and I have to agree with David. I
Really?
can't hear you breaking up.
You're
Everything's
breaking up all of a sudden.
I am.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, no, really?
Now you sound good.
Ugh,
No,
really? Maybe you have to get closer. I'm trying to get
Mm.
further back, but can you hear
No.
me now? No?
I can hear you. I think your
Ugh.
mouth wasn't moving with the words for a second. Try talking again.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
No?
I can.
You
Yes.
can?
Yes.
Oh my God, I better not. I better just stay right where I am and not move.
No,
I don't
see,
know
I
it's
what
will
it
say
is.
there's still a little interference, but I can hear you.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, that's horrible.
I bet it's, do you think it's my internet? No,
Huh.
not good.
no, can't hear?
I think it's
No,
not,
huh?
it's almost like a
Do you want me
delay.
to try to go on my iPad?
Yeah, try that.
Really? Do you want me to try my iPad?
I think yes.
I'll try
Yes.
my iPad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lorraine, Gloria, while we're waiting for a minute, how was your leg and all during the vacation?
Interestingly enough, it swelled every single day. However, we like averaged like 8, 9, 10,000 steps a day.
Oh, yeah.
And I will tell you that this is but this is the truth. Once we were home, about 3 or 4 days, I have to tell you, I have almost no swelling in my leg now. It's almost as if all of that walking acted as the best therapy I could have had,
I
actually.
bet it did. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for asking. It was very interesting.
Well, you know, I just remember how concerned you were about this whole big trip and you were hoping your leg would be in great shape. So I'm glad that worked out well.
It did. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll get the phone in case it rings.
Yeah, I'm on now.
Now, you gonna plan any other big trips, Gloria, or was that it for a while?
Right now, you know, 17 days was a long time to be away from home.
That's a long time.
Even though it was amazing, and my brother-in-law did such a magnificent job. I mean, I don't think we could have seen any more if we tried, because but it was a lot. Almost every other day a new port, and we would get up in the morning, get off ship, take these amazing tours. A couple of times we actually had to take a tender because the ship couldn't dock, itself. It had to stay out in the waters. And so off the ship, onto a tender, then to shore. We'd leave at 8, 9 in the morning. We wouldn't get back to the ship until 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So, that was a lot for us.
That's exhausting. That is
A lot.
exhausting.
Was not complaining. I never would have seen. Oh God, it was beautiful. Greece, Corfu, the village. We went to a village in Corfu that was so amazing and kind of what I had pictured, because it was the old cobblestone streets and the
Oh,
hills
yeah.
and
Yeah.
the burner, and the people were in traditional dress, and the food, and it was just it was very special.
It sounds amazing, Gloria. My wife, we've never gone to Greece, and my wife has always wanted to. That would be like on our bucket list.
Mm.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
All right, let's hope we can do this, Lorraine.
That's why I hate computers, Gloria. There's always something that goes wrong.
I'm with you. I'm so with you.
You know, it's funny. I had a meeting for Elder Affairs, and all of a sudden, my voice went mute, and I'm looking through everything, and I can't figure it out. I never figured it out, and the next time I had a Zoom meeting, it was fine. So I
Can
don't
you
even
see
know what
me?
happened.
Oh, yes, we can. Yes.
And can you hear me? You can hear me,
I-
obviously, then.
I can hear you good, and I can see you good.
Oh my
Yes.
God. I don't know. It must have something to do with the Wi-Fi then, because it was an audio issue before on my new app, HP laptop,
Interestingly enough, Lorraine, it was almost like there was a slowdown when you were speaking. It wasn't at the same time that the words were coming out. So it had something to do with that. You're
There
probably
was a
right.
delay then.
Like a
Yes.
little delay, yeah.
Delay, and it was crackly. It was very
And
crackly.
it was
Wow.
definitely crackly.
I'll have to ask my son about it, but at least I knew I would have an option with the iPad, so.
Oh, yeah. No, this is
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay, great. Sorry about that, you guys.
No problem. You look great now. You sound great. Everything's good.
I'm in a
Okay.
little box right now, which is hopefully it will get tinier and you won't see much of me, so.
So the next thing we all approved as you left, the disability commission statement as written. The only thing we were changing was that one comma to a period after the first sentence, and that was it. That's
Sure.
perfect. Good. The next thing was Commission on Disability Sample Operating Bylaws. Now, did you say we wanted to talk about this today, or we didn't want to talk about any of this without Karen?
It would be up to the board what they want to do. I thought as far as the bylaws, there weren't anything really major. It's just attendance of meetings and membership, and when meetings are held and things like that. It's up to you if you want to take a peek and look at it or what you want to do,
Why don't we wait? We'll go over it with Karen also.
Mhm. We could do that, certainly.
And we
Yeah.
can do that in the next meeting.
Yeah.
What do you think, Gloria?
I think we should wait for Karen. Let's do it when we're all here. I think
That
it's
sounds
better.
good. Yep. But I mean,
kind
does
of a-
everybody has the information and we can just look it over,
Okay.
till we meet again at our next meeting,
I still would like to, you had suggested, and I did include him, that Mark, I can't think of his last name, Mark
Is it Henderson, I think?
Henderson, Mark Henderson. Yeah. And I did, invite him to this meeting. He did not respond.
Okay.
I would like to get a couple of backup people, even though they can't vote. It would be
Mhm.
nice to have more opinions, and it's so often that we're down to 3 of us
I know.
that it would really behoove us to have a couple more people to kind of strengthen and grow the commission. And I know, again, they won't be voting members of the commission, but they still can have a strong opinion and, add to what we're accomplishing. I think that would help us quite a bit. What do
Absolutely.
you guys think?
Yep, I definitely agree also. Having additional input is always a positive plus, definitely. So,
Yeah, and I'm thinking, and I don't know how some of the other commissions have, but I'm thinking of Triad, and it's not a commission, but you have so many voices and so many people involved. And I'm thinking of the Elder Affairs Commission, Gloria, which you're on, and Wayne, you were involved with for many, many years. And we
yes,
always have like 10, 12 people. And
I
even when
know.
we have a couple people that are not able to come, we still have a large, broad amount of people, and it makes a difference.
It is
I think-
difficult. Oh, go ahead, Gloria.
I think oftentimes people, and I'll use myself, don't think that their input will make much of a difference, or they don't feel like they have anything to say. But sometimes it's when you least expect. You do have something, and it's very important, and it does change the focus of the issue that you're dealing with. So I think the more bodies that we could have, the better. I really do.
Okay.
I totally agree with that. Just having very different opinions always makes a great conversation too, and sharing ideas and thoughts and input. And I think it's so important. Unfortunately, with a lot of the town committees and boards, they are 5 members, a lot of them. But I think it's really important to have those that would like to attend, even though, as I said to Mark Henderson, it would be an unofficial associate position.
Right.
So
What I'll do, I mentioned this one of the more recent Elder Affairs Commission meetings, and I didn't get any takers, but I did mention it. But I have a meeting on Monday with Literacy Place at the Senior Center, and there's usually anywhere from 10 to 12 people that come. So I'll bring it up to that group also, and see if
good.
anyone would be interested in attending meetings.
Right.
I'm just trying to think of places. It's always the same people. So I'm
Mhm.
trying to think of places, that I haven't, brought up the subject and see if we could get some interest going.
Mhm.
If you guys think of, any groups, people that, you could bring it up to get a couple people to start attending, that would be awesome also.
Okay.
That would be great. Now, my question, David, is, do you recall, are we meeting via Zoom through the end of March or beginning of April? Is that what it is, I think? From that directive that came out from the town manager? I think it's
I wonder
second
if
time.
Josh would know better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we've actually been working on a hybrid meeting protocol.
Mm-hmm.
So we have something put together. We ran into a couple issues so far, but it is something we're trying to work on, hopefully to get out by the end of the year.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
So it's just that it is challenging with the room set up and everything, and making
Right.
sure we have access to the public and members both in person and virtually. So those are the challenges we're facing, and we'll put all that into a memo that gets distributed to all the committee members and keep everybody up to date.
So the
Good.
question
Thank-
I have, Josh,
Mhm.
would we be able to, I know, it has happened before. Do we have to specifically meet at the municipal building, or could we maybe meet at the senior center? Or does that matter, venue, or?
So it does actually. That's a good question. So right now we only have 2 rooms that are set up for Zoom
Mm-hmm.
hybrid capability. And what we need to do is record the meetings through
Mhm.
Zoom. So if we can't just have people meeting wherever they want is the big thing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
and that's one of the challenges we face is there's only 2 rooms. So if there's more than one
Yeah.
committee or somebody else has the conference room, it's difficult to just kind of coordinate everything.
Mm-hmm.
But unless this, and it might be something we do try to get set up eventually at the senior center, because I mean they
Yeah.
do have their own meetings that they host. So, but right now we just have the 2 rooms.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
what we're looking at is a quorum of committee members if they did want to do hybrid, would be in person in the room that I'm actually in right now,
Mm-hmm.
or 201A upstairs. And then that way you could record it. Also, you would be able to let people in and see them on the screens, things like that.
So the question I have regarding technology, does that mean the chairman has to do that, or would you be available to assist, or how does that work?
Another challenge, right?
I know, David.
So yeah, training. I am only one person, and there are
Yeah,
many boards, commissions, and committees. So
I know. I
um,
know.
yeah, so we're trying to figure out a training program. Yeah, those are the basic challenges right now is making it so one, everybody has a room available. 2, everybody is capable of starting the meeting and recording it correctly, and like I said, allowing access for public and members that attend virtually.
Does it have to be hybrid, or could it just go back to all in person and whoever can attend would attend?
Well,
and,
so we can't do. So what we don't want to do is just in person because we want to continue to be able to record the meetings. And we also have several volunteers that had joined and because of their circumstances can only attend virtually. So, a lot of our volunteers are working during the day and they, with traffic and everything, sometimes they can't make it home for a 5:30 meeting and they just do it from their office real quick. Or they can call in on their way home. So we're trying not to limit those volunteers we've received in the last few years, trying to make it so that you can participate from the comfort of your home or watch from the comfort of your home, things like that.
Okay.
Josh,
So,
at one time, Josh, did we have a couple of the Elder Affairs Commission meetings as hybrid right there at the senior center?
You might have. I don't run those ones. Anne usually does.
Okay,
So I actually did try with a committee to do hybrid recently. Um, Unfortunately, the meeting didn't get recorded. And then there were members from the public that were waiting in the Zoom room and they didn't get
Oh,
admitted.
oh, okay,
So it was that, and that was my fault. I mean, because we didn't have the training set up yet. And I mean, everybody's been using Zoom for the last 3 years. Once you're in the seat of having to sit there, and like you, David, if you were sitting there having to run the meeting and then also let people in, it gets to be quite a bit.
no, yeah.
And I think that's just what happened. So it was, unfortunately, it didn't run well, and that's when we realized we needed an actual protocol. We
Mhm.
need to get some training set up, things like that. Um, so I'm not sure if the senior centers had meetings hybrid yet. But like I said, hopefully we're by the end of the year have a protocol
Mm.
set up so we can get
I,
started.
I think we had a couple of meetings in a row, and it's been a while now where we had, a we had a laptop set up and show,
Yeah.
people that want to Zoom in could do it, but we were having the meetings in person. Uh, that's been a while though. We haven't done it lately, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I mean that's definitely a little bit of a different setup, because you got Ann there, you got Emily, who are
Mhm.
very, very good with technology, and they can dedicate time. And the thing is, what we don't want to do is say, well, that committee can do hybrid, but the other ones can't because
Right.
we don't have
Right.
people available. So we want to
Yeah,
make
that's
it
true.
inclusive to everybody.
Okay,
Yeah,
So-
okay.
So Josh,
well,
I appreciate Josh's explanations because it makes you aware. You hear people say, well, I don't understand why we just can't do it in person. Well, Josh just
Mhm.
gave us a lot of reasons
Yep.
that it's not that easy to do. So thank you, Josh. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yep.
I look forward to having the hybrid though, because I think there's a couple individuals, whether it be on this group or other groups, it's just so hard for them with the doing this, and they just
It is.
don't
Yeah.
feel comfortable
Yep.
with it. And
Mhm.
it'd be nice to give them an opportunity to meet in person. I think that would be nice.
Yeah, we
Absolutely.
definitely agree, and that's why we've been working very, very hard on
Mhm.
getting that protocol set up. And like I said, the training is the big thing, because we want everybody to have access is the thing. And we think that if we went back to all in person, we're going to cut off access to a good amount of people that can only make it virtually. And if we, like you said, if we're virtual only, then it does cut off access to people who aren't tech literate. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I
and,
know.
and me telling those tech illiterate people to
Yeah.
just look at this slideshow that I made, that doesn't help.
Yeah.
So we definitely we understand each viewpoint on
Yeah.
it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate all
Thank you,
these.
Josh. Thanks a lot. We have homework to do.
Yeah.
Oh, we have homework to do. So,
So we went through number 3, we went through number 4, that we're gonna wait for Karen.
mhm.
And I guess we're gonna wait for Karen for the disability sample goals.
Yeah.
Is that-
Mhm.
Okay, it's all on Karen.
I know.
She's just very, well, on video, Karen, you're very knowledgeable and articulate, and you add a lot to our commission.
She
So
does.
we miss you today.
Her input is vital. Yeah. Yep. So important.
Okay, so let me ask you this, guys. So what do we want to add for the next meeting? Is there anything else you want to talk about? We'll go back over this again, the sample operating bylaws and the disability sample goals. We'll firm that up and have them defined, and that
Mhm.
will be our goals. Beyond that, is there anything else, Gloria, Lorraine, that we want to add to our meeting next time?
David, could I actually add something for your next
You
meeting?
certainly can,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right, so we actually Michael just sent it out today. It was approved by Parks and Rec. And let's see here. Give me just a moment. So it was approved by the Parks and Rec Commission and Open Space Committee. It's the Styles and Hart draft contract drawing. And we were hoping that the Disability Commission would have some time to take a look at the plan and give us any recommendations that they might have on ADA compliant access and just an overall review of the plan. So I was going to send that out after the meeting. Michael has a little memo he wants to add to it. But if you guys have time for it at your next meeting,
Yes.
I'd love to hear your guys' recommendations on it.
Okay. So we can, if you're sending it out, we can look at it and then you could attach that to our next meeting agenda. Is that what I'm
Yeah.
hearing?
Yeah, that'll give you guys enough time.
Okay, good. No, that would be fine and we'd be delighted to be involved.
Yep, that's kind of the initiative we're trying to roll out, is just getting as many committees on board with all the projects we're working on. So,
And Josh, we appreciate being included. So thank you and thank Mike for that.
yep.
Thank you. Yep.
Okay. Other than that, Gloria, Lorraine, is there anything else that you guys want to add?
Not that I can think of right now.
No, I think we're heading in the right direction. We're kind of regrouping and administratively getting things in order as far as our
Okay.
bylaws. And I think going over the goals, we don't have to rush through that, because I think there should be discussion on exactly what, because it's tailored towards, obviously every community is different.
Right.
So I think it would be important for us to take our time on the goals too and figure out what works for us and what we're looking for, and
That
what
makes
would be, I mean, it's one thing to, give 1,000,001 checklist of what you want to do, but, what can we reasonably do, or whatever.
Right.
With, like you said, we're just a small board and we're in a learning mode ourselves. But I think we're heading in the right direction. And yeah, that's just what I think. So
Good. Well, thank you. Question for you guys. So the next meeting, I don't think we should skip it because we missed the last one. The next one's December 6th. Should we move it to a different date?
Let me go get my calendar, David. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lorraine?
I don't think I have any availability, to be honest with you, because we are going away, like I mentioned to you also, Mike and I.
Right.
And then let me see.
December 26th is a tough time because everyone
There's no way
is
that I could
celebrating
do it.
Christmas and so forth.
Yeah, there was just no way I could do it. Yeah.
So is there any other time in the month of February or December that would work?
Let me see.
Josh, when do you need the feedback on that park and recreation information? When do you need the feedback on that?
So it just got sent to the CPC, which I believe they're meeting mid-December. So we have time. We have time.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll ask Michael in his memo to just kind of indicate, what our expectation would be for recommendations. But yeah, I don't think it's anything you have to rush within the next couple of weeks or anything.
Okay, well, that's good. Thank you.
I personally, I mean, whatever the board decides, if I can make it, I'll let you know. I'm kind of jammed up with 20,000 things, and then I have Triad too to think about, that group and what I'm doing there also.
I mean, I'm thinking that
Yeah.
well, we have Christmas Eve, then we have then we have Christmas, then we have sister's son is coming up, and we're all going to get together. So it's like one thing after another, and then you
same
throw
here.
in a meeting, and I'm sure that you guys are both
Yeah,
in the same mode.
that's the thing,
So should we miss December and then go right into January? What do you think?
I think so. I think if, like Josh said, if we have plenty of time to overlook, to look over what Michael was working on today, that would work for me, because the calendar it's pretty full. It's pretty full.
Okay. So all that being
Yep.
said, we know that come January, we'll talk about the park and recreation, whatever, we'll look at that. We're gonna
Mhm.
do the disability bylaws and the sample goals. Work on that with Karen. Karen will be available then. As a matter of fact, in January, I believe she's on vacation from the school also, so that will work out perfect. And
good.
if you
Yeah,
have anything else, now you'll have a lengthy period. If there's anything else you both would like to add to the next agenda, please let me know in advance,
okay.
and we'll add that also.
So what date are you
Nope.
looking at, David?
Well, I didn't look at the date, but I can look at the calendar right now. What's the last Tuesday of January? Do you have it in front of you?
Yeah,
like-
it's the 30, there are actually 5 Tuesdays in January, because there's the 2nd, 9, 16, 23, and 30.
So I could do the 23rd or the 30th. What do you think, guys? What's best for you at this point?
I'd say the 30th.
30th.
Okay.
30th. Yeah. Keep it the last Tuesday.
Gloria, are you good with that too?
I am, David.
Okay, so the next meeting will be on January 30th,
Okay.
Okay.
2024, believe it or not.
Wow. That's crazy.
All right.
Great. Good.
So, wow, that's a big year for me. I'm gonna hit that big 7-0 in 2024.
Wow, that's great.
How did that happen, Lorraine? I don't know.
I don't know, but Mike went through it in April and he's like, I can't
Did he
believe
su-
it.
and he survived it too, huh?
He did, It's
Oh, he was-
like I tell everybody, it's only a number, right, Gloria? We've been
I
at the
hit
senior
se-
center
I
for
hit the big
25 years. It's only a
77.
number,
I did 77 last week, so
Oh my
doesn't feel
God.
any different. Doesn't
Oh my
feel any different.
God. And you look fantastic. So like I said, it's only a number, really.
My brother-in-law that lives in Cava, his dad is 97 years old, and he went hunting last week. And what
Wow.
they did, he doesn't
Wow.
really hunt. What he did, they walked up into the woods. He went with him and the other 2 sons, and they took a folding chair for him. So when they were out there, he was sitting in a chair, but still he walked from the car, like whatever, into the woods to do it. So
Mhm.
that's pretty good at
Good
97.
for him. Good for him.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
So, okay, so I guess we need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
And I would be glad to give you a motion to adjourn.
Thank
And I
you,
would be
Gloria.
glad to second that.
Thank you very much.
welcome.
Meeting is adjourned. Both of you have a great day.
too.
Great Christmas. And
You
we'll
too.
look forward to seeing you all in January. And thank you, Josh, for all your help.
Yeah,
thanks,
thank you, Josh.
Very
Okay.
appreciated.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah,
Take
have a
care,
good
Bye,
everyone.
evening.
everybody.
Be well,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
See ya. Bye.